Hello, Barn Gang! Are your bags packed? Let's get started on this month's travels. This month we are headed to the state of Minnesota, our 32nd state. Minnesota is a state in the upper Midwestern region of the United States. It is bordered by the Canadian provinces of Manitoba and Ontario, and by the U.S. states of Wisconsin, Iowa, and North Dakota and South Dakota. Minnesota is known as the land of 10,000 lakes and has 14,420 bodies of fresh water. Roughly a third of the state is forested. Much of the remainder is prairie and farmland. Minneapolis, St. Paul, known as the Twin Cities, the state's main political, economic, and cultural hub. After several territorial reorganizations, the Minnesota Territory was admitted to the Union as the 32nd state in 1858. Minnesota's official motto, the Star of the North. As part of the American frontier, Minnesota attracted settlers and homesteaders from across the country. Its growth was initially based on timber, agriculture, and railroad construction. Minnesota is home to 11 federally recognized Native American reservations. After World War II, industrial development quickened. New technology increased farm productivity through automation of feedlots for hogs and cattle, machine milking at dairy farms, and raising chickens in large buildings. Planting became more specialized, with hybridization of corn and wheat, and farm machinery such as tractors and combines became the norm, later to be known as the Green Revolution. Minnesota also became a center of technology after World War II. Engineering Research Associates was formed in 1946 to develop computers for the United States Navy. The nonprofit Mayo Clinic, which was founded in 1864 in Rochester, grew to become one of the country's leading medical systems, and, by the 21st century, much of Minnesota's northern forest has undergone logging, leaving only a few patches of old-growth forest today, although logging continues. Regrowth and replanting keep about a third of the state forested. Minnesota's capital is St. Paul, and its largest city is Minneapolis. The state bird is the common loon, and the state tree is the red pine. Minnesota's state flower is the lady slipper. Did you know that the largest ball of twine can be found in Minnesota, as well as the largest mall in the world? The Mall of America. Minnesota holds claim to several inventions such as painter's tape, the pop-up toaster, frozen pizza, Scotch tape, the pontoon boat, and water skis. A few famous people that called Minnesota home was the singer Prince, Judy Garland from The Wizard of Oz, and the Andrews Sisters from way back when. Something else that can be found in Minnesota is the Minnesota Vikings and the pro baseball team, the Minnesota Twins. Well, Barn Gang, that's a wrap on this month's travels. Keep those bags packed. And we will head off again next month for our next state as we continue on our adventures through America.